What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Tammy Talks. We are here tonight to talk Married at First Sight, Season 13, Episode 18, Reunion Part 1, Ryan and Brett. If you're brand new to my channel, welcome. Go ahead, hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss any of my additional videos. Every couple has their own video tonight, as usual. Thumbs up the video if you enjoy the content. Hop into the comment section down below. Because it's always a good time in the comment section. And I guess that's it. Yeah, let's get right into it, y'all. So Ryan and Brett come out. They said there was no bad blood between the two of them. They still talk occasionally. Um, they've accepted that, the relationship just did not work out, and that's just kind of what it is for them. So Brett says she was not hurt by people that kept saying that she was not Ryan's type because Ryan was not her type additionally. So she said that didn't hurt her feelings. She wasn't daunted by that in any reason. Kevin asked her, how she felt about that. Um Ryan said he regrets how he communicated with her throughout this entire process. He wishes that he would have been more open. He wishes that he would have tried a little bit more. So that's one of the biggest regrets that he has. And if he were able to go back and do anything differently, then that's something that he would have worked on. So Kevin asked Ryan what he learned. And he said he learned that having more of an emotional connection is important. So typically in relationships, Ryan rushes into sex and rushes into having that sort of physical connection. He didn't do that this time, and that's kind of how he realized that he did not have that spark with Brett. And I think for Ryan, he came to a realization that if he wouldn't have rushed into sex so soon with some of these other women that he's been dating, then he would have realized he didn't have like a spark with them sooner than later, and he probably wouldn't have put as much time or effort into them. That's what I'm assuming he meant by that, but that was kind of unclear. Brett said that she learned to be more open minded. Like she has said before, Ryan was not her type, but she was open to getting to know him, open to trying to work and look outside of the box and try to see if she could make something work with him. So that's what she learned. Um, she said she also learned that just because someone isn't your specific type that you're always used to, or because they might not have your they might not share the same interest that you share, that doesn't necessarily mean that might not be the person for you. So she said she learned that, which is a really good thing to learn. So many people think that just because this person is not what you're typically attracted to, is not typically the type of guy or girl that you would go for, that you kind of write them off. Or if a person does not share like a specific interest of yours, like right away, we have a tendency as humans to write that person off. And so Brad said that she's learned that you can't necessarily, you can't always do that, because you might miss out on a really great person that's in front of you. So we have Ryan's sister who joins, and I just didn't understand why she was here. I did not, oops, sorry. I did not understand why she was here at all. So Alexa comes out, and Kevin asks her, like, how do you feel about Brett? And she said that the family loved Brett. She loved Brett. She thought that Brett was a good girl for her brother. So, I guess she was hinting that she's kind of bummed that it didn't work out. She said that Brett was the kind of woman that will put Ryan in check, call him out on his bullshit. And I'm like, she tried, but Ryan said that she was like low key being combative when she did. So it didn't necessarily work out the way that she wanted to. Um, so Kevin asked his sister how she felt, or does she regret throwing Ryan under the bus? Because remember, his sister is the one that told Brett that Ryan might be seeing someone else, and that's why he's so disconnected from you, and that's why he's checked out. Ryan said he understands why his sister would say that because she has known him for, X amount of years, and typically that has been his pattern before, but that just was not the case in this instance. Again, he was not attracted to he wasn't attracted to Brett, and that's just kind of what it was. And he wishes that he would have been a little more honest with her about it, because he was the type that he would he thought that he was like protecting her feelings by just not coming out and telling her that he didn't like her, coming out and telling her like different things, whereas he should have just been straight up with her. But Ryan has the communication issue. I don't know if it's just with people that he's like, because he was like really scared of hurting Brett's feelings. But Ryan has a really, really big communication issue that he really needs to work on. So Kevin asked Ryan's sister, Alexa, at one moment, at one point in time, she felt sorry for Brett because, she felt like because her brother was not reciprocating with her, and based on what she heard. That has since changed because she is saying that Brett was seeing somebody, meanwhile complaining about Ryan. Brett said that is not true. So Brett said that she met somebody out one night. They exchanged phone numbers. Nothing happened. It didn't go anywhere. She's not dating anybody at the time. There is somebody out there for her, but she's not dating anyone at the time. Now, Brett, exchanging phone numbers is not the best thing to be doing, but I kind of feel like it's going to really depend on when in the process that happened. Now, was this after Ryan had officially checked out? And they had turned more into roommates, or was this very early on? But Brett said she was out, she got somebody's phone number, they text maybe once or twice, and then nothing ever happened and didn't go anywhere from there. Alexa is saying how she doesn't know if she believes Brett, because she heard that Brett was coming home 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And Ryan is just sitting there like a coward, letting his sister fight his battles for him. And it's like, Alexa, why are you still on stage? Your job is to talk about what you and Brett talked about and nothing more. And it like that irritated me because Ryan has not been able to completely articulate anything to Brett, but you've been running to your sister and clearly telling her everything. So now, Brett, if you were out doing that, if you were out talking to somebody, which I don't think she was, I think she really did just exchange numbers with somebody, which, yes, is bad enough. But I think in this situation, it depends on whether Ryan had checked out on her or not. The difference between that and the whole dating app situation is Ryan downloaded that app while he and Brett were out making leeway, having this moment, having this vulnerable moment where they're getting to know each other and they're finally seeming as if they're going to make some leeway. Ryan is finally opening up to her, yada, yada, yada. And that, I think that is the difference. And I'm sure someone's going to say that someone's going to say that I'm giving a double standard to it, but that's just how I feel about it. If Ryan checked out or had checked out already on the marriage, which we saw him check out pretty early, and Brett got somebody's phone number while she was out and they chatted a couple times, it could have just been a budding friendship. It could have just been a budding friendship. Granted, it probably wasn't, but I don't think that is as detrimental to Ryan, who is the one that checked out, downloading a dating app and then matching with one of her friends. That's just me. I'm sure you guys will eat me up in the comment section, but let me know if you agree with me or not. I mean, wrong is wrong. It is still wrong for Brett to do that, but I think it really depends on when she did that. Do I think that she had a full-blown relationship like Ryan's sister is saying? No, I don't. I think that is something that Ryan and his sister are doing to try to save face for him, because Ryan knows how he probably came across on TV, and I think that he is more or less trying to I think he's more or less trying to save himself, excuse me, as opposed to really being honest about what happened. Brett wasn't having a full relationship with somebody. Um Kevin asked him, if Ryan would have tried or not checked out, do they think that the relationship would have lasted? And they both said no. They said that they just had some really fundamental differences between the two of them. I think it came down to which candidate they supported in the last election, because we know that one is red, one is blue, and I think it ultimately came down to that, which is in today's society, with everything that's going on, with who we had as our leaders. Yeah, that's a pretty big deal. And then that's kind of it. You can see they gave each other a high five at the end. They wish each other the best. Like I said, they said they still talk. I can see them actually being really good friends after this. So let's talk about it, y'all. Is Brett admitting to exchanging phone numbers, texting somebody once or twice, just as bad or worse than Ryan downloading a dating app the last week of their marriage? So let's talk about it down below. If you have not already, so go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Thumbs up the video if you enjoyed the content. Check out the videos for the other couples from tonight, and I will catch you guys next week.